Hello, and welcome to Initial Software Training. This video covers configuring LotSmarter through the Options tab. LotSmarter launches with the Auctions tab showing. Up here, you see the various tabs: Imports, Auctions, Lots, Exports, and Options. Select the Options tab. Here you can select various options for how you want LotSmarter to work for you and your company. The Options tab organizes the settings on these pages. You can move between them by clicking the page name. On the Basic Settings page, you see the locations where LotSmarter stores various exported data. These are set by default during the installation, but you can change them here if necessary. You can also set the standard starting lot number for your auctions here. Enter the number in this field. The default is 1. LotSmarter remembers when you resize its window and panes. When you restart LotSmarter, it uses those remembered settings. The last option on this page enables you to erase that memory and have LotSmarter return to its original size when you next restart. Just select the checkbox. On the Exports page, you select the standard exports that your company uses, such as your clerking software, your online broadcast partner, and your marketing calendar or advertising partner. The calendar section is not yet available in this release. Clicking the Change Export button brings up this dialog. You see a list of available exports on the left and selected exports on the right. You choose the exports that you want to use, like this. Whichever exports you select on this page are the defaults that LotSmarter uses to create records for your new auctions and inventory sessions. The records have all the fields needed to create the files that you upload to these services. If necessary, you can customize the exports for a particular auction through a similar dialog on the Auctions tab. Now let's look at the Photo page. On this page, you can add a watermark to images in your exports, set the standard sizes for exported images, or point to the download directory of a tethered camera. A watermark is an overlaid image that makes it hard for others to copy your photos for other purposes. Click the Load Image File button and find the image that you want to use for your watermark. After you select the image, it appears here. This area shows you how the watermark will appear on the exported photo. You can select where the watermark appears on the photo. You can resize the watermark. And you can adjust the watermark's opacity, how easily people can see the photo under the watermark. The more opaque your watermark, the less detail people can make out underneath it. But if it's too light, it might not be visible at all on the exported photo. Play with it and see what works best for you. You can use the default photo sizes controls to set the size in pixels for exported photos and thumbnail images. As a guideline for these settings, try looking at the properties of images in one of your old auctions. LotSmarter enables you to associate photos as they are taken from a camera equipped with an i5 Pro card. On this page, you can point LotSmarter to your i5 download directory. LotSmarter will watch this directory and import any new images that appear there into your current lot. Obviously, you must set up and configure your i5 Pro card before you can set up LotSmarter's connection to i5. Dragon Naturally Speaking is another application with which LotSmarter integrates. However, getting good results with Dragon requires a commitment of time for training. We recommend that you read the documentation on Dragon that is available off LotSmarter's help menu. We'll take a quick look at the Options page that supports this integration now. If you have a version of LotSmarter with Dragon Naturally Speaking included, you first have to enable Dragon, so select this checkbox. A message box appears telling you that LotSmarter needs to restart to complete this process. Click OK and LotSmarter shuts down. For this first release, after restarting LotSmarter, you need to have a lot selected before Dragon fully starts. So go to the Lots tab and select a lot. This button indicates when Dragon is enabled. When the microphone points up and the sound level bar comes on, Dragon has fully started. As soon as Dragon turns on, you should issue the Go to Sleep command. This mutes the microphone and prevents any accidental dictation. Now we can look at the Dragon options. The first time you use Dragon, Dragon needs to test the quality of your microphone. Make sure you have properly connected your microphone to your computer and then click the Audio Setup button. This brings up the Dragon wizard for testing your microphone. After you position your microphone, you will read some prepared text while Dragon listens to you. You must successfully complete this setup with the microphone that you plan to use. If you cannot, you will not get good results dictating with Dragon. See our website for suggestions on appropriate microphones to use with Dragon. After passing the audio setup, you can start building a speech profile with Dragon. Click the Add New button. In this wizard, you create a profile through which Dragon learns how your speech is different from its basic files. Complete this wizard as appropriate. You have to read a longer passage of prepared text during this process to let Dragon start learning how you speak. If you are uncertain about any of the settings in this wizard, click this Help button to bring up Dragon's help system. One important note on user profiles is that every person should have their own if you share the computer. You can choose between the existing profiles whenever you want by clicking the Select Speaker button. This launches a dialog which lists all of the available profiles. As you train Dragon, you might find it helpful to read additional prepared passages to give Dragon more experience with your voice. If you choose to do this, click the Train Speaker button. This brings up another Dragon dialog similar to the new user wizard. Just follow the instructions on the screen. The Dragon Options and Dictation shortcut buttons launch Dragon dialogues that might be useful when you have more experience with Dragon. We recommend that you don't use these before you are comfortable with the basic Dragon functions and consult the Dragon documentation and help system when using them. The Add Word button enables you to teach Dragon a single new word. Let's try teaching it a brand name. For example, more bark sounds like two common words strung together. Without training, Dragon will probably dictate more and bark as two words. Click the Add button. Now click the Go button and say More bark. Dragon learns the spelling and associates it with the way you spoke the name. Press the Done button to close the training dialog. You can also do this in batches through the Dragon Vocabulary tool. Click the Vocabulary Builder button. This is an advanced tool that lets you import long lists of words and phrases as well as documents for Dragon to analyze and learn from. You should read the final chapter of the Dragon for a LotSmarter user guide before using this tool. Let's look at the default field values page now. Each lot or item is described in a set of fields. For certain fields, there might be one value that is used more often than any other. To save yourself time filling out those fields, you can set a default value for some common fields on this page. For example, we have already selected Yes as the most likely value for the taxable field. This is the Auctions Locations page. Here, you can create and edit records for the places where you hold auctions. You can also add records to this list from the Auctions tab. These records populate the Auction Location drop-down list on the Auctions tab. On the Sublocations page, you can create pointers to places within an auction location that can aid you and bidders in finding lots. For example, suppose you have an auction on a farm And there are items in the farmhouse, barn, garage, and a workshop. You can enter those places here, separated by commas, and click the Add Multiple Sublocations button to quickly add all of them to the drop-down list on the Lots pane. The Categories page works the same way. Here you can add terms to categorize the items that you are lotting. For example, let's say you are auctioning dump trucks, bulldozers, excavators, and cranes. Fill in the field and click the Add Multiple Categories button. And that completes our walkthrough of the Setting the LotSmarter options.